Currently I'm in La Vista, Nebraska, and I came here for a conference, Nebraska Women in STEM conference, and so it's a 2-day conference that was Thursday and Friday. I could not make it for the day on Thursday, so I came in Thursday evening because I decided to stay in a hotel instead of like driving back and forth um, from Lincoln to La Vista and back day one, and then day one, day two, then come back again and go back. I was like, let me just make it like a mini vacation, a mini vacation, if you will. So this is my second time attending this conference. I attended last year. Which was my first time, and at that time I was breastfeeding my son. So I came, and yeah, I think I'll start doing my makeup as I talk, because this is like it's almost 6 a.m. and breakfast, they start serving breakfast in the hotel by 6 to 9, and the event starts by 8. So I want to be done. I'll probably be down there by around 7 thereabouts, have my breakfast, and then maybe come back and rest a bit before I go to the event by like 8:30 thereabouts. So that's the plan for today. So it's just a quick get ready with me, and yeah, so let's get started. So makeup wise, this is all I brought. So at this time I was determined not to bring like the big boxes. So usually, if you know how I do makeup, I just carry around like this big box. But because I eventually my husband brought me here, but initially I planned to like take an Uber down here. So I was like, I didn't want to carry a lot of things. So I decided to go. This still looks like a lot, but it's compared to what I usually take along. I think this is small. Okay, almost an hour and I am done. So I'll just head downstairs for breakfast, and probably come back upstairs because this is just 6:30 something, and it's too early for me to go to the venue. So I will just head downstairs, have breakfast, come back upstairs, probably rest a bit. Um, I have a jacket I'm supposed to throw on, but I feel like it's a bit too hot for that now. So maybe later when I'm going finally, then I'm going to wear my jacket. But for now, since it's just breakfast, I'll just go downstairs, have breakfast, and yeah, that's the plan.
So when I tell you I speak from experience around what dignity can do, now had he reacted differently and had he been mean, I would have handled it another way. But here's the reality, I don't operate that way. I don't operate in what ifs. I operate in the fact of what dignity did for our relationship. Does that make sense?
Right, so I just got back from the conference, and it was very exciting. I'm tired, but it's a day. It was a day well spent. I was able to do what I had in mind, like meet new people, talk to people, and listen to the different breakout sessions, the general sessions. The two sessions that stood out to me, aside from like I think the AI one was like the most insightful for me. Like talking about like different AI tools and things that tools I've not heard, websites I've not heard that I intend to like revisit. But the really one of the most important ones, and it's one of the ones I actually like wrote down things for, and I have the slides. I downloaded the slides from the QR code that she put up. Was exhausted hero. So talking about like we as regular people, we won't think of ourselves as heroes, but we know that we can be exhausted. And it's funny because like earlier today, this morning when I woke up, I recorded a video. I was ranting about like how tired I am and how exhausted motherhood plus PhD plus career plus like future prospects can be at once when like life is coming at you at the same time. And just hearing the speaker talk about like being exhausted and how you can actually go from she said like from armor to agency. So instead of like having these things as a guardrail that or as a guard or as a shield, yeah, I think that's what, as an armor, a shield that protects you. But if you can let your guard down, essentially I think that was like that's my takeaway about the whole thing, that letting your guard down and admitting that you're human. And she made us do some exercises. So she said like what is one armor you like to leave behind, and she gave some actionable steps. And I think it's actually for me in that moment it was very insightful for me because um, one thing that I came to notice about myself, especially since I had a child the first time and I'm having another one, is this idea of you want to control every situation, um, and just being able to let things go. It was really hard, and it's something that I came to realize that I had, and like I just tense up when things don't go my way. And yeah, so I was writing things down, like just like trying to reflect on what my armor is. And like if things don't go my way, if people don't do things my way, I feel like things will go wrong. So I was having this notion that okay, I have given my time to do the work, to research, to have an understanding on a certain subject. And if people don't do things the way I want them to do them, that's things won't work out. Yeah, like right, especially like for example like raising my son. Like I did so much research before I had my first son about like um, eating healthy and the whole labor process, pregnancy process, childbirth, and rearing a child and things like that. So when someone else is telling me something else, I'm like, no, I have done the work, I have researched, I have read. I don't want to hear what you have to say. That just do things my way and things will go fine. And if you do something different, things will not work out well. So yeah, um, that's the armor I have to learn to drop. That just to let go of I can't control everything. Obviously, I can't dictate things that will happen. So, but just learning to let go of control, essentially. And they said, what is the agency you like to acquire? Is the understanding that my way is not the only right way. So I'm not I can't be right 100% of the time, and my way is just one way. There might be other means to get things done that may or may not, they may be better, they may not be, but there are other means. Doesn't mean that mine is better or mine is worse. It's just a different way. Um, she asked that why does this change matter to you? And I said it's because I'm exhausted. Because I wrote it down that people will leave things to me because they feel like okay, you feel your way is best, then do it your way. And everyone just, when I mean everyone, I'm kind of generalizing. And like people will just leave things to you that okay, you want to do things this way, then do it your way. And you get exhausted, you get overburdened with um, things that should be like shared labor, but because you feel like your way is best and then people have left it for you to figure it out on your own, and then you are overwhelmed with things that with life generally, and I'm exhausted. So I'm like, no, I have to make this change, and have to let go of the control, let my guard down, and allow people to do things their own way, and things will be fine. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's really um, that's kind of the summary. So I was writing like one thing that I penned down while I was listening to her speech is that starting this YouTube channel. So I have other channels. I have like the education channel that my husband and I talk about, like education things. We have a health channel, and things like that. But I really wanted another channel that its quote unquote success and failures would directly reflect on me. Meaning that when something is joint, like usually my husband and I do things jointly. Like we've had like joint businesses, we've had like joint ventures and joint projects, and it's like if things go wrong, it's almost like a joint thing that one person will feel won't feel like the weight of the success, or the pressure of the failure of that certain venture. But when it's just you, and it's like, okay, starting this channel for me, it's a humbling experience, and it's going to, yes. This is just like my fourth month. I started in December last year, so this is March, so 4 months, and it's been a humbling experience for me. Meaning that you have these ideas in your head, and you're like, oh, people will relate to my content. People will find it insightful. People will. I spend so much time filming this thing. People are going to watch it, and then nobody watches it, or like you expect to have like, say it's a small channel, so I would say let's say you get like 200 views, and then you get like 10 views, and then you're wondering like what's going on. So I think I've learned so much in the last few months, to let go of control. It's a humbling experience. I won't lie. Like you feel like, okay, like why are people not watching me? It's like they don't like me, they don't like what I have to say, they don't like how I say it, they don't like my accent, they I'm not, you know, bubbly enough, I'm not serious enough, I'm not insightful enough, or like, yes, those, so things like that, those kinds of self-doubt um, start coming to the fore. And then I decided to, you know what, let me just take this as a journaling experience. So it's going to be, I'm going to look back at this channel probably 10 plus years from now, and be amazed at my growth. That's my dream. So it's not just about like the views. Obviously I want people to watch what I'm putting out. I want people to like relate to it. Obviously I'm not the only one going through what I'm going through, so I want people to relate to it. I want people to watch and comment and things, and like and subscribe and yeah. So but at the same time, if people don't, it's fine. It's a learning curve, it's a growth curve, it's a project I have taken by myself. And yes, I have support. My husband obviously supports me. My brother-in-law does the editing of most of my videos. So yeah, so it's still a collaborative effort, but I'm just the face for this second channel. My husband has his own channel and things like that. Yeah, so um, not to go and ramble and talk too much. Yeah, so it's just starting the channel for me is giving up control of the algorithm. I can't control the algorithm. I can only control what I put out. I can't control like how people receive me. I think there was a video in one of my other channels that I put out about like going to um, get my Nigerian passport renewed, and then someone was like, "Oh, she talks too much," and then I think for maybe like a day or two, I was like, "Oh, do I really talk too much?" Like, but you know, some people will like the fact that I talk too much. Some people will hate the fact that I talk too much. That's just like some people feel like don't talk enough. Some people feel like I need to improve my speech, and yeah, everybody has their own opinions. I can't really control what everybody thinks of me. I just can control how I receive people's feedback, and my identity is not defined by what people say about me. So I think that's where I'm going to close this for now. Um, the other um, what's it called now? Breakout session was about breaking up with hustle culture. So we spoke about like hustle culture, and kind of stepping away from it, or like how to navigate this broken system. Like that's what she used, broken system of turning work into something that consumes your whole life. And I understood it because I'm someone that likes to stay active. I'm not talking about like physically active. I'm like my life has to be filled with things that it almost feels like a hustle. Like you leave one thing and you go to something else, and then it feels like, okay, this time must be maximized. And I think it was yesterday when I came back. So when I got here to the hotel that I'm staying, and then I was like, I have a to do list of an app on my phone called To Do List, where I write my the things of list of things I want to do for the day. And then I'm like, oh, I have to do this and this and this. And then I was like, you know what? Let me just be jobless for a day. Let me do nothing, and let me just sit down and just maybe watch a show and just chill. Like I'm not a machine. And that's what they keep stressing. In different sessions, that you are not a machine. You are not a robot that can be programmed to do this and this and this. We are humans. We are all humans, and as humans, we are fallible, and we are not 100% at we're not 100% of the time. So it means that at some point, yes, you can have 100% to give at certain times, and at certain times you don't have as much to give. And honestly, these kinds of conversations just puts a lot of things in perspective. Like when we wage war against each other, like let's say male versus female, old versus young, and then you forget the fact that we all are human just trying to figure life out. We all are human trying to navigate systems and expectations and societal norms and things like that. And we forget the fact that that is essentially what makes us human and makes us fallible, makes life interesting, and makes life unpredictable sometimes, is the fact that we are human, we can't predict everything. And that's why I believe in God, and that's why I believe that God's got me and my future is in his hands. And I will look back a few years from now and I'm like, okay, I'm happy things went the way they did, and he keeps leading me and I keep following. Yeah. So till the next video. Bye.